At our Community Dialog Meeting on August the 1st, we launched an initiative, Retirement to Refirement, Unity of Fairfax at 65, getting ready for our 65th anniversary coming up next month. As a part of that initiative, we are asking members of our community to share, how has Unity refired my life? Or how has Unity impacted me? How have I seen our mission being lived? And to share his experience of that is our newest member of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Ed Merritt.
Thank you. I have something in common with this church. We are both approaching what is considered the age of retirement. Like this church, I turned 65 this year. My work life may or may not taper down in the next few years, but regardless of that, like this church community, I think that I would also rather this period of my life not be a retirement in the sense of a withdrawal from being actively engaged in life and in the world, but rather like our current campaign, a refirement. I came to Unity about 15 years ago, and I know this because among my collection of aging t-shirts that my wife still hasn't yet declared unfit for anything but the rag bag is a very faded yellow shirt with the words you can barely make out, Unity Church 50th Anniversary. So I was definitely here then. In fact, I'm wearing it right now underneath this shirt. If I ripped open this shirt, I could have a superhero moment.
You are a superhero.
Revealing that this mild-mannered small business owner with a quirky sense of humor was not so secretly Unity Man. Operating from the one power in the universe, God the Good, he is able to affirm the divine in himself pretty regularly. He has special vision. He can behold the Christ in others, mostly. He can recognize and let go of limiting thoughts as quickly as he can. He connects through God with affirmative prayer and meditation fairly regularly. And he lives the principles of unity in thought, word, and deed. Unity Man continues to work on this. It turns out that Unity Man is a spiritual being having a very human experience. And I think if we all metaphorically ripped open our shirts, we could acknowledge the same thing. I came to Unity having been raised in the Episcopal Church in a small southern town. In fact, it's Andy Griffith's hometown. For those of you who may not be familiar what an Episcopal service is like, it might be helpful to think of it as Catholic light. There's a lot of recitation and chanting of prayers from the Book of Common Prayer, interspersed with the singing of hymns. And on certain Sundays, celebrating the sacrament of communion or the occasional baptism. While the service was not in Latin, when I was growing up, the liturgy included some rather old-fashioned language. The minister would say, "We give thanks unto the Lord," and the congregation would reply something like, "It is meet and right and our bounden duty to do so." I don't know about you, but I can't remember when I thought of something as meet and right. The liturgy of the church affirmed the tenets of the Holy Trinity, that we're fundamentally sinners who were redeemed through the death and resurrection of Christ. So by accepting and affirming that, we could look forward to a blissful post-death eternity rather than a very unpleasant one. So that was 18 years of Sundays. Through my own reflection and meditation over the years, I came to embrace the understanding that there is indeed a divine force of good that runs through all of us. Though I couldn't embrace all the teachings of the church that I had been raised in, I am very grateful to have come across this spiritual path of unity and a community of people traveling down this road who likewise embrace these fundamental truths. It is a wonderful thing to gather together, deepen our understanding and experience of the journey, and it celebrate our oneness and our magnificent diversity. It is meet and right so to do. Thank you.
Amen.